Table of Contents. Forward Chapter 1. What is social sites? Chapter 2. Using social sites as your marketing strategy. Chapter 3. Sending loads of traffic to your website with social sites. Chapter 4. Improving SERP with social sites. Chapter 5. List of cool social sites. Chapter 6. The dark side of social sites. Chapter 7. Build your business communities with social sites. Chapter 8. Viral marketing via social sites. Chapter 9. The surefire strategies to succeed with social sites. Wrapping up. Forward. There are many ways to describe the workings of a social site, some of which are depicted by the phrase often referred to as social networking. This is meant to describe the website that enables the users to create a public profile within the website and to also form relationships with others users of the same site where the access to profiles are unlimited. Social networking sites can also be used to refer to community-based websites, online discussion forums, chat rooms and other social exchanges. Online. Get all the info you need here. Social sites. Simplified. Discover the awesomeness of social sites. Chapter 1. What is social sites? Synopsis. Some of the more popular social sites would include Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, MySpace, Google++, DeviantArt, LiveJournal, Tagged, Orkut, CafeMom, Ning, Meetup, My Life, My Yearbook and Badoo. The basics. The social sites, also referred to as social networking sites, functions like an online community for the internet users, where information is shared on common interests, hobbies, religion, politics, alternative lifestyles and almost anything else there is to discuss. Once access has been acquired to these social sites, the user can begin to engage in the act of socializing online, and these would include exercises of reading the profiles on the pages of other members and maybe even making contact online if necessary or desired. Making new friends and connections are just one of the benefits of being connected to a social site. Other benefits may include the element of diversity in communications and gathering of information, as the internet gives the users from all around the world access to the same social networking sites too. There are no limits as to the amount of social connections that can be made, and neither are there any boundaries in place, as the connections made is possible as long as there is internet connections available for both parties, making the connections much more interesting and exciting. Chapter 2. Using social sites as your marketing strategy. Synopsis. The use of the social sites for marketing purposes is actually an accepted and even expected trend, where people log into sites to promote businesses, services, interests and anything that could be related to earning revenue in one way or another. The social media sites such as Facebook, Twitter and YouTube help to make the process simply by using elements pertaining to the excited entrepreneurs to be able to access others using the same site to extend their entrepreneurial intentions. This is done with the user simply getting onto a particular internet site where similar-minded people are likely to log on to, and then begin the process of attracting the interests of possible customers. Marketing. As long as all parties stick to the proper social etiquette and also conform to all the requirements in place, the genuinity of the whole process can bring forth a surprisingly successful entrepreneurship that is both lasting and strong. The subject of spamming should also be addressed, as the user would not want to be perceived as being a participant of these. Therefore, in the quest to appear genuine, the user would have to figure out a way to brand the items being used for the sale with good marketing strategies that would not be mistaken for spamming. The idea of the appropriate marketing strategy is to be able to attract the ideal customer to the user in a way that would not cause the customer to feel harassed or badgered in any way. This is really the key to the social site's way of attracting and using the marketing strategies. Some users would use the marketing strategy, where the basics attraction would be designed around the concept of creating some level of curiosity about the item being offered in order to get interested parties involved further in the connections made. Chapter 3. Sending loads of traffic to your website with social sites. Synopsis. Social sites are a great way to Get the individual's entrepreneurial endeavors recognized with the least bit of costs involved. This is important to the startup styles where the cost factor would be a big consideration, and getting optimal traffic would be the ultimate goal. Getting traffic to a site is an ongoing task and should not be taken for granted if the individual intends to make inroads when it comes to the business opportunities being offered, and getting exposure from social sites would be the ultimate and ideal goal for most. Traffic. The following are some basic ways to create the interests that will drive traffic to the individual's website using with social sites available. Optimize the site used for search engine attraction would be one way to start getting the desired amount of traffic to the site. Here the exercise of incorporating all the necessary steps to ensure the site is ranked well by using all the keywords that could help target the audience needed to be drawn to the site would be very important. Creating updates and contents that are exciting and sometimes even shocking would be the optimal attracting tool that would certainly drive traffic to the site immediately. Taking advantage of social bookmarking sites is also something that should be given due consideration. Learning how to use this tool effectively would enable a considerable amount of traffic to be directed to the site intended. Making use of social sites such as Twitter and Facebook would also help the individual to further create a buzz about the business endeavor and allow this interest to direct traffic to the site. Taking the effort to build a following on these sites will get the relevant traffic flow to the site at its optimum. Chapter 4. Improving SERP with social sites. Synopsis. There are a variety of ways to improving the SERP through the use of social sites, and the individual would just have to be well informed on how to go about doing this in the best and most efficient way possible, while all the while keeping any possible costs incurred to a minimum. Social sites are a great way to increase SERP, and there are usually quite a number of tried and proven tactics that can be used to ensure the most powerful techniques are used for this purpose. SERP. Some of these tactics may include the ever-effective bookmarking strategy. Here the individual will be able to generate traffic to the website intended using quality backlinks to the site. There is also the option of being able to create a network group and share the quality content using keywords to attract the attention of others. In this scenario, the search engines will contribute to the exercise of attracting interests to the site quite adequately, and in almost all cases very successfully. Images can also be used to create links to the website, and the creation and designing of an attention-grabbing welcome page would get the traffic to explore further into the website if the initial presentation is done in an engaging manner. Some would resolve to post well-designed video footage or share video footage on Facebook or other social sites to encourage the interested parties to click on the site intended. Other activities that would be encouraged would be to be as active as possible on the social networking websites. Creating this activity will help to attract the necessary attention and get the individual noticed enough to have a following. Such activities could include blogging, guest blogging, and blog commenting. The exposure gained would be advantageous to the individual.